A philosopher once said, half of good philosophy is good grammar. With this beautiful thought, I, your English teacher, Mrs. Rita Yadav, wishes you a very warm and a hearty good morning. Hope you all are fine. Today, I have taken class 7th English grammar topic. Nouns. What are nouns? Nouns are naming words or things, people, places, animals, and even qualities or ideas. Example: Mumbai, Delhi, John, Ram, silver, gold, chair, table, honesty, goodness, etc. etc. These all are nouns. Now we will learn kinds of noun. How many kinds of noun we have? There are 5 kinds of noun. They are proper noun, common noun, collective noun, abstract noun, and material noun. We will learn all these topics one by one. First one is proper nouns. What are proper nouns? As the name suggests, proper means particular, specific. So, the name which is specific. A proper noun are words which name specific people, things, places, or organization. Like Sunil Gavaskar, Sachin Tendulkar, R.K. Narayan, Times of India, Hindustan Times, these all are proper nouns. Okay? Very simple to understand. Now we move to common nouns. What are common nouns? Common word means general. When the name is given in general. Okay? So common nouns are general names of places, persons, or objects. Example: boys, park, chair, table, pen, etc. etc. Third, we have abstract nouns. This one is very interesting. Pay attention. Abstract nouns are names of qualities, ideas, emotions, and such things we cannot see or touch. We are not able to see or touch these things. We can only feel. So, abstract noun is, for example, beauty, honesty, goodness, friendship, etc. etc. Now, fourth one is material nouns. What are material nouns? They are the names of materials or substance used as ingredients for making things. Example: water, iron, steel. Fine. Now we move to fifth one, that is collective nouns. What are collective nouns? Collective nouns are the words that names Collective nouns are the words that name a group or a class of similar things or persons taken together and spoken as one whole. Means particular group is given one word. Like for example, an orchestra of musician. See, when we use the word orchestra, automatically it comes to our mind group of musicians. When we use the word library, that means collection of books. Okay. Third one, a fleet of ships, group of ships, a crew of sailors. Okay. So these are the particular specific collective nouns. Many are given in your book. You need to go through them. Now we will focus on countable and uncountable nouns. First we will study about countable nouns. Countable nouns are the nouns that can be counted. Example: books, papers, chairs, we can see and we can count. One more interesting fact about countable nouns is that they have both plural and singular forms. Basically, common noun and collective nouns fall in countable nouns category. We have studied no five types of kinds, so common noun and collective nouns falls in countable categories. Then countable nouns may be used for words such as a, one, two, few, many. Example is, look at the example. Few people came to the party. One boy got hurt while practicing. So we can count. These sentence, few, one, they are pointing out countable nouns. Now we will look towards uncountable nouns. What are uncountable nouns? Which cannot be counted. That is uncountable nouns. So now proper noun, material noun and abstract noun falls in uncountable nouns category. Previously we have studied that common and which? See, common and collective noun falls in countable category. Here in this slide we see proper, material and abstract noun falls in uncountable category. Example: sugar, we cannot count. Milk, we cannot count. Tea, we cannot count. Bread, soap, we cannot count. Okay. Another thing is that uncountable noun have singular form only. Uncountable nouns may be used with the words such as little or much. Example C. I need some milk. Put a little sugar in the milk. So this word some is used before noun milk. Because milk cannot be counted, so we use the word some. Uncountable noun it is. Little sugar, we cannot count sugar. So we have used the word little. So little is uncountable. Now we will move towards formation of abstract noun. This is something new for 8th class, for 7th class. Abstract nouns can be formed from adjectives, common nouns and verbs. Okay, so those derived from adjectives and common nouns, they are said to be attributed nouns. They are said to be attributive nouns. You know what it signifies? It signifies qualities, characteristics in it. Like for example, excellence is derived from the word excellent. Eminence is derived from the word eminent. Got it? So they are said to be attributed nouns. Attributive nouns because they have derived from adjective and common nouns. Got it? Now, what is verbal noun? See, abstract noun which we derived from the verb. Very simple. Abstract noun which we derived from verb are said to be verbal nouns. Example: protection derived from protect. Decision derived from decide. More in deep we go. See, this attributive and verbal nouns are formed by adding suffix. In your previous classes, you must have studied suffix and prefix. Here, we are going to use suffix. These words you are able to see: ness, ness, then dumb, then e, then hood, tion, ance, age, etc. etc. These are the words we will add to the words, root words, and we will form a new abstract nouns. Okay? Very simple. We will do it in the next slide. Before that, I would like to tell you one more thing. See, this is certain case. This is exceptional case that When sometimes suffix is added to the word or the root word, spelling goes for change. Like for example, birth from bear. Length is derived from long. So spelling is totally changed. Got it? Now some more example we'll see. See, all these are your suffix. In middle you can see these are root words. And this third one we have categorized as a abstract nouns. Very simple. You have to do along with me. When we add ACY to the private, what will it become? Privacy. When we add AGE to the word bond, it will become bondage. When we will add hood to the word brother, it will become brotherhood. See, this case, very special one. We are adding as a suffix th to the word bear. It is becoming birth. This is abstract noun. Got it? Now, if we will add ship to the friend, it will become friendship. If we will add the suffix ness to the word kind, it will become kindness. See, children, this is very easy. You need to learn the rules, tricks. Now, I am going to do with you these words. This example, this exercise will help you to understand more clearly abstract noun. Fill in the blank. Look at the last words, it is in a bracket. These type of words will be given to you in order to understand. See, these are the words, root words, which you need to add suffix and you have to make a abstract noun. Okay. The dash of the rope had to be 5 meter. Word is long. It will change to length. Number 2. Children should avoid movie which depict dash. Violence, violent is there in a bracket. It will change to violence. Third one. India gained dash in 1947. In a bracket it is given free. It will become freedom. We are adding suffix. Okay. Number 4th. We attend her marriage ceremony on Sunday. Why we have to use this word marriage? Because marry is the word given in the bracket. Number 5th. The word in the bracket is safe. You have to use it. Okay. Every school should ensure the safety. The safe will become safety and security of the students. More examples are given in your book. You have to read it. Now we will move forward with collective noun. Collective nouns are referring a group or a set of animals, person, things forming a unit. Example, herd of buffaloes means group of buffaloes. We'll not say group of buffaloes. We'll say herd of buffaloes. When we see a set of geese, what we'll say? A flight of geese. If we'll say a team or soldiers together, we will not say they are together in a group. We'll say a regiment of soldiers. Fourth example, a chest of drawers. Drawers we have not. So we'll not say this drawer, that drawer, plenty drawers, 2 drawers, 3 drawers. We'll use the word a chest of drawers. Okay. Now we'll move to collective noun used for a person, group of persons. Group of person we use what? See, a group of people watching a match are said to be spectators. A group of people of a religious meeting together, they will be said congregation. A group of people listening to the concert or a lecture is said to be audience. A group of people gathered without any purpose, they are said to be crowd. So these are the collective nouns we generally use. We will understand more through the exercise. Examples come. Fill in the blank with appropriate collective nouns. The award ceremony was a dash of stars since all the popular cricketers players were present. What will come? Dash of stars means when group of stars are there, they are said to be constellation. So the word is appropriate over here is constellation of stars. Second one, there was a long dash in front of the stadium before the India Pakistan cricket match begin. So long dash in front. What will be coming? It will come automatically. It will come queue. A long queue in front. Third one, you see, whenever Danish wins, a litter of puppies follow him. So litter word means group of puppies. Number fourth, General Sharma headed a battalion of soldiers. A group of soldiers means battalion of soldiers. Headed a battalion of soldiers. Number fifth, on my birthday, my best friend gave me dash of flowers. When a bunch of flower is given, it is named as bouquet. So we will use the word bouquet of flowers. So my dear students, I have completed my noun topic over here. I hope that you must have understood all the things. You have to practice. This topic is very simple. So that is all from my side. I wish you all the very best. Practice. Good day. Take care. Goodbye.